Hello my darlings, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about 4 things that you can do to combine your spiritual connection and your self-development. So how your spirit guides can help you with your self-development journey and help you reach those goals and get to the best version of yourself. Now, as some of you may know, I am a psychic medium. I've had this gift since I was a young child. I then closed it off for a large part of my life. And then when I gave birth to my beautiful little girl, almost 4 years ago now, wow, it goes quick, almost 4 years ago now, it activated again. Something activated within me, and it was like, you kind of have no choice and you have to deal with it. I had to go through a lot of healing through this process as well, because blocking it out caused a lot of fear for me. So if you are someone that has fear around this, please do not worry, I have got you, because I know what that feels like. And there is nothing to be worried about, and there is nothing to be scared about. The energy that you project out is very, very important. As you're doing these things in order to connect in with your guides, you want to be feeling into love as much as you can. And I want you to also remember how many people you have on the other side that are in support of you. You have a whole lineage. You have ancestors upon ancestors that walked their life and went through everything that they went through in order for you to be here today. And they are supporting you, and they are backing you, and they are with you. And so therefore, if we can feel into that energy, that's what we're going to continue to get back. And a lot of the time, you know, people do talk about darker entities and things. A lot of the time that is a build up of an emotion or of a certain type of fear. So it is important that we remind ourselves that we are protected and that we feel into the right energy. Your intention is so important when it comes to connected in with your spirit team and with your spirit guides. And we all have that. We all have a spirit team. We have many of them. I actually believe that at some point I was probably a spirit guide to one of my spirit team that was living on the human existence. I feel like we're all souls in a vessel, and that we have a team that is here to support us and to guide us in order for us to evolve. And that's the reason that we're here in this world, is to evolve, is to grow, and most importantly, experience life and to experience this world that we've been placed into. And now when we jump on this self-development journey and this journey of self-discovery or confidence or finding who we are or self-love or whatever it is for you, and we're starting to focus more on our mindset, connecting in with that team can be so beneficial for you because they want the best for you. And the reason I believe it is extremely beneficial is because they can see it. Right? They can see what is ahead when you cannot. If you can reach out to them and say, look, this is what I'm trying to achieve, and you trust in them to guide you, they can guide you when you can't even see. And that happens so often. We sometimes don't know all the steps to take. We can just about grab the step in front of us. We know where we're going to go, but we don't quite know how to get there. Now, these steps are very similar to manifestation, and I do believe when we tap into the law of attraction and manifesting things, that we are allowing our guides to guide us. But by doing it in the way that I'm going to teach you to do it, it will allow you to have more of a connection to your guides, which in turn will allow you to have more of a connection to yourself and to trust yourself. And ultimately, when we're trying to reach goals, or we are on a self-development journey, or whatever it is, we are also learning how to trust ourselves and trust what steps to take next. I always see it as almost like a bit of a maze, that life is this journey in this maze, and we sort of choose our end goals or where it is that we want to go, but we're not quite sure how to get there. So by letting spirit know that we're allowing them to help us and to guide us. Now, a lot of the time they can't guide us fully unless we give them permission to. And they can't always connect to us fully unless we give them permission to. So by doing that, They can tell us which way to go in this crazy maze of life and which path to take so that we can reach those goals. Okay, so number one is connecting into your guides. And now you can do this in many different ways. You can use a meditation. Now, I would recommend closing your eyes and taking yourself to a natural space, a meadow, a waterfall, and just ask them to meet you there. Now, don't worry if this doesn't happen the first time. Don't worry if you don't see them straight away. This can be a bit of a process because you're also learning to trust. So if you are someone like I was that was completely closed off and had closed themselves off due to fear or due to whatever your reasoning is, we're also learning how to trust ourselves again, and we're learning how to connect in with them also. And the other thing is as well, and I always say this when it comes to connecting in with our guides, I always see ourselves as a bit of a straw, like a straw, right? You know, that you drink through, but the top is where the information actually comes through. The information from spirit, and the bottom is where we receive it. Now, if we've got a lot of things going on, or there is still a lot of healing work for us to do, then this straw is blocked. Our channel is blocked. If our chakras are out of an alignment, it can cause blockages. So it's harder for spirit to pass the messages down through this straw to reach us and for us to listen to. So this is also why it can take a little bit of time when it comes to meditation. Now, you don't have to meditate. You can talk out loud, and you can do this in spaces such as when you're driving along, you're going to pick up the kids from school. Talk out to spirit. Tell them that you are ready for them to connect with you, that you are ready to get some guidance into where you want to go. Step number 2 is that once you have shown spirit that you are very much open to clearing your channel and open to allowing them to connect to you, then it is important for you to tell them that you are open to receiving for a specific thing. So if there is something that you are working towards, if there is a goal you are working towards, ask them to help you with it. Ask them, and you can say it out loud. You can literally just say it, or you can close your eyes, place your hand on your heart, and you want to be really intentional. You say, spirit guides, ancestors, help me with XYZ, or guide me the right way, I trust you. Now, the third one is working on that. It's working on that, trusting them and clearing that channel. We can do that through healing techniques. We can do that through meditation. EFT, I find, is an incredible, I think EFT is amazing. It's an incredible practice that helps to release certain emotions from the body. I'm a belief coding facilitator, so that is also, belief coding is definitely worth looking into. It's a combination of different healing modalities to help you heal. You can also reach out to people like me. There are many of us around now where we can help you to heal. And now you can be blocked by something such as fear to spirit, but it can also be something completely different. You've got a lot going on in your relationships. You've got a lot going on in your life. And this is also part of your self-development journey too, right? So not only are you allowing yourself to have a clear channel, you're also taking action on what is going to get you to achieve your goals, because the more that we clear internally, the more that we allow space externally and internally for new, fresh things to be attracted to us. So you want to, 1, connect in with them. 2, show them that you are open to receiving help for something specific. And then 3, you want to continue to work on yourself, which then takes me to 5 actually, is taking inspired action. It's taking inspired action to, anytime you feel a call to do something, that you do that, which is similar to manifestation, right? Because it will be your spirit guide showing you signs and giving you opportunities. Now, it might not always make sense. Like I said, we can't always see what's ahead of us in the maze. So we just have to learn to trust that when we're given certain opportunities, that it may guide us to where we need to go and what it is we're trying to reach and achieve. And this may come into you in a revelation, or in a moment where you're doing the washing up and all of a sudden you think, oh my God, I could do this. So say like you're someone on your self-development journey that is trying to become the best version of yourself. So you are trying to work more on your confidence so that you can create a business, right? So you've told Spirit that you want help with that. You want more help with your confidence. You're taking inspired action. You are taking action on healing yourself, and you are trusting that Spirit are guiding you the right way to heal yourself. When you get that call to do something, that's when you do it. So if you are, doing the washing up and all of a sudden you have this thought of, oh, I've got an idea for a business, write it down. Write it down and get it down on paper, or really feel into that and allow yourself to feel into that idea more and more. How does that feel to me? What does that look like to me? And then allow more things to come to you. Those things will just drop in. We call them downloads, right? So if it is to do with business and a download comes into you, take inspired action on it, do it. And even if it doesn't generate anything, even if it doesn't generate anyone or anything, it is also part of your process. So that's where we then go back to the last one of working on ourselves. Any triggers that is bringing up at that time, we then work on ourselves and work on what is bringing up, because every time we work on what is bringing up, it's clearing and allowing more space for the new things to come in. So don't feel disheartened when you feel like you've had a download or a message from Spirit or a guidance to do something and it hasn't paid off in the way that you thought that it would, because it's paid off in the way exactly how it's supposed to. It may have bring up certain triggers for you, and you never ever know who it's going to help. I always say when it comes to like numbers and analytics and things like that it doesn't always actually matter. As long as you are doing what you feel is right and that you are taking inspired action, then you will get to where you want to go and where you need to go. And I did say 4, 5, and that's because there is kind of a fifth one, and the fifth one is letting it go. Like that thing that you want to reach and the places that you want to go to, the heights that you want to go to, that best version of you that you envision, is that you just let it go and you allow yourself to be present and to fully enjoy and experience where you are in life right now. Because also by putting yourself in that surrender energy, you're then allowing Spirit to guide you, because your channel is clearing, and your channel is clearing more and more every time you surrender to it and that you let go. And we keep going back round in that cycle. We go round in that cycle of connecting in, of clearing our channel, of taking inspired action, and then letting it go. And you keep going back, and you keep going back round and back round and back round until you feel like you are in a better position. And then in the end, you will eventually be so connected to your guides and so connected to Spirit that it won't feel like this huge pressure to be the best version of yourself and to self-develop. You will just know that you can enjoy. Oh, my alarm went off then, so I don't know if that paused. No, it didn't. That you can just enjoy the journey. And maybe that's what it's all about, right? It's about the journey and not always the end goal. And you just keep going back around that. So write those down, connecting in, showing that you're open, clearing your channel, taking inspired action, and then letting it go. And then every time when you do take inspired action, if certain things get triggered, take yourself back. Take yourself back to clearing that channel again. Take yourself back to clearing your vessel and working on yourself and your journey. And they both go hand in hand, I feel like they complement each other so well to keep going between those two of connecting in with your guides and working on yourself. And there are so many good meditations out there to help you connect in with your spirit team and with your spirit guides. But also, if you're someone that struggles with meditation, it doesn't have to be difficult. It can be simple. It can be as simple as just taking a moment, taking a few deep breaths and just saying, Spirit, I'm ready for you to connect with me. And just teaching yourself to clear your mind and to just sit still. And you might not get anything straight away. It may take a little bit of time, but trust that process. I hope that helped. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I will see you again next week. I either post on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, depending on my schedule, but always one of those 2 days. So lots of love to you all, and thank you for watching. And please subscribe if you haven't already.